So, one thing I would advise on the Scorpio North Node is to, like I said on Facebook, to have um a oracle or witch, brujo, whatever you want to call it, in your corner to help you be more successful. And yes, they must be more powerful than you. Yes, they must be greater than you. Um, yes. But here's the thing. Here's what I've learned as well. Don't stop doing your work because they're helping you. Um, you get what I mean? Don't stop doing what you're supposed to do because they're helping you. You get what I mean? And one of the things I would say is if you're down on your luck, you don't have and you have some money, if you believe in magic and all that in the universe and you don't have the tools to help yourself and all this other stuff, I would suggest you find somebody who's relatively hopefully you guys can hear me, who's relatively affordable. Like for instance, I found somebody who does road opener spells for $25, right? Um, and if they're credible, you'll invest in it and be like, if you see that they have some testimonies or whatever, invest in it and continue to do your work. You know what I'm saying? And and like I was having a major like debate within myself on some I don't want I was like I need to keep my doors open, right? And I ain't gonna hold you. I've been procrastinating. Like I bought a whole bunch of candles and stuff to do the work, and um to do magical work. And I've been procrastinating like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna hold you. Um, and I'm gonna start when the sun go down today. Um, 'Cause I think that's when the magic starts happening, when the sun go down. So I think it's highly important that you do invest in yourself. Um, that you do invest in yourself. You do um, invest in magic. You invest in your spirit. You invest in. And I have to start saying to myself, you're not investing in them. You're investing in yourself. Because if they are legit, you just opened the road for yourself. This what's funny is that this idea I tried to do before I left my I left my um I left my the person who helped me who the person who helped me um uh the person who was supposed to help me, excuse me, when I left the person I was house sitting with, and I was like, yo, I don't fuck with you like that, but we can do business and put our egos to the. I was doing some 48 laws of power shit. Use your enemy, right? So I was like, yo, you're in a phase where you're getting testimonies for your business. So I'm like, use your enemy. If you don't, we don't gotta love each other. We don't gotta be besties. But if you have something that I need, and you have something that I have something that, shit, I have something that you need, let's work together for a second, and I'm a testimony for you, you're a testimony for me. And when we did it, when I sent her the money, my last $15, well, not my last $15, or some of my money that I had left, I was like, yo, cause I couldn't really find nobody who was affordable. Maybe I did. I just didn't trust it. I was like, yo, um, um, help me and I help you. And I didn't like the fact that when I traded her off, when we did a trade off, and I spoke to her. I was like, and I texted her like, hey, not even hey, what's going on, but but um, but some, what are we doing? And I don't like the fact that I gotta call you so I can ask you what I'm doing. What are we doing? Like you're like I know you're not an idiot. I know you're not a non-communicator. So I'm like, okay, so because it's one thing to say, yo, we're gonna put $25 on the ritual, like I did today, and I was like, okay, so how do I know you're doing it? That's my only issue. My only issue is if I send you the $25, um, how do I know like you're doing it? As she told me the ritual is Thursday and Friday, I'm like, okay, cool. Um, yeah, I guess. I mean, some people, like she said, I take my altar's work. It's very sacred, so I don't share it with the world, and I respect that. Um, um, so she wanted my name and my, oh shit, did she want my IG too? Um, yeah, I gotta text that just in case you wanted my IG. Well, no, it just said name and address, but that's fine. Um, but it's one thing to be like, yo, I wish I would have found her earlier. To be like, yo, help me out and I help you. And because I'm a real one, I know I'm gonna shout your services out. I'm a whoopity whoop 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 blah blah blah. If you look out for the kid, you feel me? Um, but she wasn't looking for that, and she played herself, and I felt some type of way. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Why are we talking? Why are we talking about what you're doing? Because it's not like because we had the same issue before. I was like, yo, you supposed to be promoting your business, and because you're supposed to be promoting your business, let's help each other. And she tried to play me, so I blocked her on all accounts. I blocked her friend, and I was like, you got me fucked up. Um, so what I would say, especially if you're in like an abusive situation, um, I would suggest you get magically inclined to put yourself in a position where somebody else helps you, um, to 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 get you out. And now, of course, everybody you can't trust. You feel me? And my conflict was some Taurus shit. I was like, yo, I don't want to spend my money because I'm close to my goal, and um, and as I say it out loud again, um, I was like, I'm glad I unapologetically invested in myself, in my magic. Um, and again, that I would say that does not warrant you stop doing the work because you're waiting for their magic or their prowess to help you. You're supposed to continue moving, like kind of like I would say like on my mission. I'm gonna continue moving. It's an investment so somebody can open up the roads for me or doors for me so I can move faster, right? And I would say have somebody in your corner that you can trust, whether you see on IG, you know their services work, and they can do something for you on your behalf. And one thing I kind of like, but I don't like, which I've never seen before, she was like, because like for instance, she said, I don't do personalized work. I do group work where um, I do group work where it's all about the collective. Um, and that's cool. And I guess that's it. So you don't demand a certain obligation. And because I want her to be my hoodoo mentor, I say, you know what? Let me invest. Let me sow this seed at $25 to see where it goes. And I blessed it, and I had to let it go and say, it comes back to me 100-fold return in unexpected ways. Um, with discernment, because it was an opportunity due to discernment. It wasn't no, oh, I'm just throwing away the money. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, so I do believe that. Let's stop coming this way. So, but yeah, even because I invested this time. It said 333 twice. It said 33 and 333 twice. I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, so I would say when you're in Scorpio and you're down on your luck, try to find somebody that relatively you can afford, that's affordable, that that stay in their magic, that that stay in their own magical world, that can help you. And I would say I would add this as well. Recently, I've discovered that I can't really help certain people in my life because they don't do me any well. So they don't do me well. So what meaning? Ooh, that's deep. Oh shit. The only time they're there for me is if I'm doing bad. That's deep. Listen, this is what I call in the clutch friends. Ooh, that's so damn deep. The reason why it's important to have in the clutch friends, but it's not important to have in the clutch friends. Because if those friends are only there for you, when I say only there, here's what I mean. Their relevancy in your life is only significant when you're down on your luck. And I don't want that no more. I want a person who can be there with me and for me, maybe not on a regular basis, but on a more consistent basis, if needed. And I would say in one of my Libra friends, I would say, she was like, don't demand. Like, I love her detachedness sometimes, where she's like, don't have little expectations of other people. And I respect that a lot, a whole lot. And the more I'm letting go of my abandonment issues and this need for other people, in the sense of saying, like this idea that you need somebody to fill your cup. And I asked myself, it said to me again, Spirit said to me again, they said, ooh, god damn, fuck. They support the version of you that's not, ooh, god damn. They support the version of you that cup is not filled. They are, ooh, man, let me say that again. They support the version of you that cup is not filled over. And I keep hearing this fucking message to other people over and over and over again. When your emotional bank account and spiritual bank and emotional, spiritual, financial bank account is low, you attract certain people. So, are they going to be there when, or are they going to be, not even going to say are they going to be there? Would you care for their existence if your emotional, spiritual, and financial bank account is full? You could slash emotional and spiritual, but it's really kind of the same thing, to a great extent. And I'm hearing it again. No, I would not. I would not be their friend. And that's a deep concept, bro. I would not be their friend. I would not care to be their friend. And that's some real hard truth. And like my friend texted me, and I looked at the message and I said, "What do you want?" I was like, "What am I speaking to you for? What am I? And I thought about it and I said I used to be upset when and I would text her things and I would and she would not respond. But now I'm like, you start to be like, yo, I don't really care for your presence. Like your presence doesn't really do nothing for me. And like that's kind of what it is for real. Your presence doesn't really do much for me. And you can't always expect you from other people. But in the words of one of my friends, if you allow people to show up as they are, and I allow her to show up as she does, I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And that's okay. But stay in your magic, though. Stay in your magic.